Alright, look at that. Does that not look picture perfect? Whew. I'll tell you what, the top end of the lake, I know it's not that far, but it feels like quite a paddle. That is unreal. You don't get to see Kurwongbah like this very often. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. Oh yeah. Yeah, paddle up this lake and the week's stresses and worries and concerns just all disappear. Well, it's going to be no surprise where I am today. I've just done the long paddle up Lake Kurwongbah. It's an absolutely stunning morning. I've got mist coming off the water. The pelicans and the swans are bobbing around. It's fish flipping on the surface all over the place. I do wish I had some frogs, but unfortunately they are in slim supply at the moment. I can't seem to find any. So my opening gambit is the tail spinner. I've got the gangbanger all loaded up, good to go as well. I'm going to find my favourite channel and see how we go. Okay, there is my first fish on the tail spinner. Interesting, okay. I'll try the jolly old H block out. I did have one very minor inquiry. Alright, he's woken up. He's woken up. Seeing a bit of movement at this end of the swim. Always play the first one really gingerly because I don't want to lose it. Yeah, he's a bass. He's a good bass. Come on, you wanted that tail spinner. Nice. That is a nice fish to start the day. Well, good morning from an absolutely picturesque Lake Kurwongbah. That's my opener for today. Not a colossal fish by previous session standards, but on the new rodometer he comes in at 36 centimetres. I'll take that. So yeah, that was on the tail spinner. I've decided to give a different lure a go today. The Elvis is in the box just in case. I'm playing a bit of a dangerous game in that I'm going to cast past the H block. Let's see. Okay, interesting. I knew there was fish down there, I just couldn't get them to bite. But yeah, change of angle seems to have made the difference. Don't think he's a big one. I'm trying to put together a picture of what's going on beneath me. He's a very titchy-witchy fish, but yeah, I'm seeing activity. I'm just having a hard time getting it to bite. Now, much as we love a very flat, calm Lake Kurwongbah, it can be a little bit detrimental to the fishing. Sometimes it's not until you get a bit of a ripple in the water that the fishing really kicks off. Okay, I think one more cast and I'm going to go for an explore. I think it's time to try the tree line over there. There's definitely some activity here, but they are far from fired up. So I think I'm going to leave the H block in, leave them to their own devices, go for a bit of an explore and circle back. Sun to warm up my toes. My leg is killing me. Well, nothing so far on this side, apart from a lot of pulling through weed. Not seen much on the sounder either. But yeah, I was watching a video from Peter at PTP Fishing last night, and yeah, he was giving Enoggera Reservoir another go. After all of the rain and flooding that we've had, that dam has it's suffered, but amazingly he pulled some fish out. But one of the things that he mentioned in the video was point bashing, i.e. bass love hanging out just off points. And I've got two here. I've got one at the entrance to Motorsport Bay, and I've got another just over here at the exit of Motorsport Bay. So I can't help feel it's got to be worth a try. Well, there's nothing at point one at the entrance to Motorsport Bay, so I'm going to have a look at the exit now. It's been a long while since I've picked up a fish along here. I know Peter's always had a lot more success fishing here than I have, but again, it's a point. Fish like hanging out off points, so who knows? Do 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 do. Come on, Kurwongbah bass, where are ya? Based on the evidence, they're not here. This is where they're not. Because that sounder is devoid of life. Okay, it's that game I enjoyed playing so well called Hunt the H block. It's around here somewhere. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It's just there. I always think I'm a lot closer in than I am. Yeah, that was the only spot I've seen any signs of life. So let's get back on that. See if the bass are in a bit more of a biting mood. Yeah, okay. Interesting. That's the same go as last time. He's come off. Yeah, he's come off. Damn it. Interesting. It's quite unusual for a fish to get off on a gangbanger. Didn't feel like a Saratoga bite, so I'm not gonna make my usual hope that that was a toga. Okay, I think what I might be falling into here is a little bit of a trap of I want them to be here, and some of them are here, but they're just not on the munch. So I think I need to be honest with myself and try a different spot. Question is where? There's definitely nobody at home around here. Oh, okay. Random. Very random. Wasn't expecting that. But on a and he's titchy. On a tough day, I'll take it. Come on, you. Look, he's titchy, but after an hour of bobbing around for not a lot, it's quite nice to have a bite. Interestingly, got a bit of a ripple on the water now, and I've got a boat activity, a few other things going on, and I wonder if this might spur the fish into being a bit more active. You I should have bought seasickness pills. Whoa. You think I'm joking? Yeah, okay, alright. I might have got them interested. Oh, I think this is another small one. Well, I might have got them a bit more fired up. Yeah, he's a titchy one. Titchy. Alright, in you go. Getting smaller. Yeah. Oh, that camera's still running. Interesting, okay. Got a whole load of scent on the lure. Instantly got a bite. Wakes up. Oh no, he's tiny. Look, he's tiny. But the main reason I'm showing you is I wasn't getting much action. Shock some of that one. First cast. Luck or proof that it works, I don't know, but let's find out. That's interesting. I mean, that's two very small fish, but you know, where small fish hang out, big fish follow. Hopefully, he says with confidence. It's amazing how even a very, very slight breeze can spin you right round in a kayak. You give him hell. Work harder. Alright, where's that H block gone? Oh, there it is. Alright, okay. Drifted bloody miles away. Now, guys, I feel like you have contributed to the fish picking up. You kind of know that I'm fishing here. And you have got the whole bloody lake at your disposal, so you don't have to drive right over the top of where I'm fishing. And I feel like you're going to anyway, aren't you? I know the H block is somewhere in front of... Oh yeah, I can see it. Now, I'm seeing a lot more activity where I was, rather than where I am. So let's try it this way around. Yeah. I think he's really small. Oh my lord, yeah, he's tiny. Another tiny one, but proves the theory. Oh my lord, they're getting tinier. Tiny little bass. Got to be at this. Got to be at this part of the lake. See where that guy's kayak fishing? That's where I want to be rowing. Could we make that happen? Definitely. You don't want to use the rest of the lake then? Nope. It's yeah, it's that bit just there that I want to row through. Cool. Well, let's make that happen. Okay, look, it could be worse. It could be a ski boat, right? That's a bit more like it. Okay, so that was straight on from me. He definitely played with that for a little while before he took off. That's a bit more like it. That is definitely a bit more like it. Oh yeah. That is much better. Come on. There we go. Yeah, he's not going to set the world on fire, but at 35 centimetres, he's a much bigger bass than the rest. I've tried to be... Cool, that water is really cold. I've tried to be a bit more scientific about it now, in that I've anchored up, pointing, and I've been kind of going through quadrants. So I'm hoping that was a much, much better bite than all the rest. So yeah, maybe got them fired up a bit. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hello. Oh, is he still on? Can't tell if he's still on or he's just absolutely weeded me out. Oh God, please tell me this isn't a bloody eel. I think I'm just pulling through stuff. I really hope this isn't an eel. I feel like I did eel stuff last week. I don't need to do eel stuff again this week. What the hell am I pulling? Definitely something still kicking, which makes me think it's an eel. The way it's staying deep. Oh no, I've not got a good feeling about this at all. Oh no, it's a bass. It's a bass and just a crap ton of weed. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, I'll take that over an eel any day. Not gonna lie, I had a horrible feeling this little fella was gonna be an eel. But fortunately, he's not. He's a 33 centimetre bass. But yeah, the interesting thing is, since we've got a ripple on the water and a bit of boat activity, the fishing has undeniably picked up. What do you know? My GoPro battery ran out on my head, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna have one more cast and get some sun lotion on, sort the GoPro battery out. But it's alright, because the other camera's running. That battery's run out as well. So I'm improvising, and this actually feels like it's a halfway decent fish. Oh yeah, he is. He's definitely pulling back. At last. I was beginning to worry I wasn't going to get any decent fish this session. This one feels good. Come on, matey. Oh yeah, that is by far fish of the session. Yes. Yeah, he's definitely fish of the session. He knew all the cameras weren't rolling and he thought, yeah, I'll have that lure. So yeah, it's 36 centimetres, which is definitely the biggest so far, which is nice. But I promised myself a sun lotion, a drink, new GoPro batteries. Yeah, let's see if we can find some more. Oh. There you go. That's definitely where they're hanging out. There's almost like a curve of weed, I think, that comes out, which is why some of the fights are a bit heavier, because I'm dragging in a bunch of weed with the fish, but this feels a lot better. Oh yeah, he's pulling back. We like it when they pull back. Oh, I'm really glad that this spot picked up. I was beginning to get a bit worried. Oh, hello. Hello, alright. He's either hooked really weirdly, or this is a decent bass. Oh no, he's a decent bass. He's a very decent bass, and he's on the back hooks, making it easier to unhook him. Oh yeah! Okay, this is a bit more like it. This is why we come here. That's a nice fish. That is a very nice fish. Right, what are we on? Oh, almost. 38. I thought he was going to be a 40. Oh, he's got some real weight to him. You've been on the pies, mate. You are pretty chunky. Yeah, that's a right result. I made up with that. I'm so glad that this spot has come good. Because I'm not going to lie, I was pretty worried. That's a pretty impressive turn of speed he's getting. Faster than me, that's for sure. Although I'm picking up fish at the back of the swim, I'm seeing increasingly, well, it comes and goes because of this boat, I'm seeing increasingly more stuff in front of me, so I'm toying with an idea of a bit of a relocate. Just to maybe push back a bit. Or maybe not. That's a nice hit. Also, I'm going to start mixing things up. I'm going to chuck that tail spinner out for the next cast or two. This feels pretty solid. Oh. Oh yeah. You'll do. You'll do. You'll do. They keep coming. It's gonna be about the same size, I reckon. Go on, flatten your tail, mate. Yeah. 35. Another plump fish. I'm seeing so much more activity. So, my thinking at the moment, this is where I'm going with this, is that the temperature this morning meant that these fish were up near the surface. I think there's a lot of surface activity happening. And as the day warms up and activity on the water, you know, we've got a boat coming through, we've got various kind of things happening, I've got this suspicion that that's when it's almost like the fish wake up. Now, maybe it's that what they're feeding on is more active once the sun's up, but certainly the big changes in terms of actually getting them kind of fired up, because there are definitely fish here, but the big changes in terms of getting them fired up has been a bit of ripple on the water, sun is a lot higher in the sky, a bit of boat activity, a bit of disturbance. I don't know, it just seems to have either given them confidence or woken them up. But either way, I'm pretty happy about it. Okay, this is a bit risky because the anchor's there and I'm sort of using it as a marker. But I was seeing a lot of activity at where I think is below me. So I'm going to push back into the swim. Weirdly, that boat hasn't been through a couple of times and the action has died off. Okay, time to ring the changes. Gonna chuck the tail spinner out because everything has backed off and gone very, very quiet. And that wind has just died. It's really interesting. The moment that riffle backs off, so do the fish. Maybe they're just so used to it being windy at Kurwongbah. Interesting. Right at the end of the retrieve I get a hit. They've just switched off. Completely switched off. Definitely not interested in a tail spinner at all. I have a couple of chucks with the gangbanger, and then I'm thinking about going for another explore. I'll leave the H block in, but yeah, go for an explore and come back. Well, the bite's dried up, and I can't help feel that's for a couple of reasons. The first is that although the breeze has picked up again, the wind just died off completely and it went still as a mill pond. Now that ripple is back on the water. Can't help feel that's what spurred the bites on. That's what kind of kicked the fish up. So yeah, I can't quite decide what to do. Well, one thing that I'm going to have to do is change that GoPro battery. But yeah, I can't decide whether to stick here or go for a bit of a paddle around, see if I can find somewhere else. This has been the only spot I found a concentration of fish, but they do seem to have completely shut down now, so maybe a look around. I'm giving myself 3 casts. One towards the tree, one towards the middle, and one to the right. And if we don't get anything, then we're going for a look around. You know what else is missing? Motorsport. Alright, that's 2. Right, like that is it. Like that is it. You hear that I'm going to make a move and you decide to show your head. Oh, and a back hook as well. Nice. Well, I said I'd give it 3 casts, and then I was going to move spots. And then I got a fish on the second cast. So, as the Clash once said, should I stay, or should I go now? Okay, so, does that mean I do 3 again? Could do. Interestingly, I saw a bit more activity over that side whilst I was catching that fish, so... Oh, yeah, okay. Now I'm anchored this time, so hopefully I'm not going to get dragged all over the shop. There you go, I can feel it tighten up and stop me. This feels like a decent fish. Maybe all they needed was some noise. The mower kicked off and I caught 2 fish. I mean, there's no motorsport, but I'll take a mower. Now, this is either a decent fish or he's weirdly hooked, or a bit of both. Oh no, he'll do. In your chop. There we go. Nice. Maybe it's noise. since that lawnmower picked up. 38, I mean, I'll take that. But yeah, since that lawnmower kicked off, bang, 2 fish. Hey! Almost took me GoPro there. Okay, are you still on, matey? Yeah, you are still on. That was an interesting bite. Almost flatten the rod. Alright, note to self, check the leader once I get this fish in. That felt like it was grating. Ooh. And another one. They're like peas in the pod at the moment. I can't seem to get above the magic 40 at the moment. I don't believe it. Seriously, I had to stop to take a phone call. Second cast out, the GoPro batteries completely died. I think I've more than got my 40 plus. How's your luck? Oh my lord. It's bloody typical, isn't it? I had to take a phone call. So there's a bit of a gap in the traffic. Second cast, was just chatting away to the GoPro. GoPro battery died. Oh, what are we looking at? I've got my 40. He is 43. That's a 43 centimetre bass from Lake Kurwongbah. And look at him. God, that profile. That is a fish. I'm made up with that. Ah, oh, far out. All those littlies, all those little ones, all leading up to you, matey. That is brilliant. Let's see if these fish are still here. Unfortunately, my lawnmower man has finished working. Yeah, I thought that might be in weed. But we have got our ripple back. We've got this nice breeze. Just keeping my back cool because it is warm today. Whoa. Okay. Thump. It's taken a while for this spot to come alive, but it really has come alive now. What are you up to? You're coming towards me at the moment. Whoa, 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 whoa. The power these fish have is unreal. Absolutely mad. Oh, he's another decent one. That is another decent fish. Yeah. Oh, yes, yes, yes. The weight of that is unreal. The big girls have turned up. Look at that. Oh, that's a cracking fish. Cracking. Yeah, another 40, 42. But, oh, they are so solid. Look at that. That's an absolute beast. I'm so pleased that this spot came good. Oh man, just loving it. Loving it. Wow. Just wow. Yeah, that's in the weed. There's a real small, oh, thump. Yeah, there's a weed bed to my left. Something hit that as it came out of the weed. They're all pushed like right back against like a semicircle of weed at the back there. And they're all pushed against that. But the great thing is that the anchor, even though it's not windy, I don't necessarily need an anchor to keep me stationary, but the amazing thing is, especially when you get a big fish like that, is that I'm not getting pulled 15-20 meters down the lake, and I'm not then sat over the top of where the fish are, which is amazing, because so often you hook a fish and you think, oh yeah, it's on, there's going to be others here, but the amount of disturbance that you make catching that fish and being dragged around the place, it's yeah, having the anchor just kind of keeping me in one spot is really good. I guess it's the equivalent of having a paddle kayak and putting it into reverse when you hook a fish, but yeah, just a bit more convenient. Adjust that back a bit. Oh, thunk. Yeah, I thought I picked that one there. He chased that down. I don't think this, having caught a couple of biggies, I'm not sure. Maybe this guy followed it from the back of the swim. And this is a bit of a smaller fish. A pretty good one, but a bit smaller. There you go, matey. Only a little one this time, but that was a lot further up the swim, so yeah, maybe they're on the move. But yes, I'm liking that long spot all the way out there. Yeah, it means it's a bit of a retrieve, but it means I'm not over where the fish are, causing a disturbance, which means I'm convinced they're sticking around longer. Yeah, they've moved. Yeah, I've hit that part of the session where it's a fisher chuck. Love it. So I think I've got some fish at the back of the swim, and now I think I've got a band that have moved in front of me as well. And it's basically just all around this kind of channel of weed. He's either bigger than I think, or he's weirdly hooked. And he's suddenly woken up. Oh no, he's good. Easy. Come on, mate, in you come. Another decent fish. This guy absolutely inhaled that gangbanger. Yep, he's a 38, so just under the magic 40 mark. He spiked himself under the chin. But he's swum off plenty healthy, so that's all good. I feel like there's a fish on there. Yeah, there bloody is. I think he picked it up and was swimming towards me. What's going on, mate? You going under the kayak? Little one this time, and he's made a right mess of my net. It's interesting, isn't it? I always make an effort on these fishing sessions to get here super early. So I left the house at 5:30, got here at 6. You know, on the water and paddling like a madman to the top end of the lake. Started fishing at 7 o'clock, but it's not really till kind of 10, 11 o'clock, once the sun's warmed everything up, that things really kick off. I should probably have a lie-in on a Friday instead and come out a lot later. Okay, I'm going to cast to the left a bit now, because the last couple of fish definitely come from that side of the swim. There you go. That was a nice bite. He thumped it and then backed off, and as it was sinking, he came back for another go. Either that or one of his mates bullied him out of the way. It'll do. Okay, small ones get to go back pretty quick. Very tentative bite, that one. My guess is this is going to be a smallish fish. Yeah, that was kind of worrying the lure rather than actually going for it. Where are you off to, matey? Come on. Round this way. Round this way. That's the one. And you going behind the boat and getting in the anchor. Come on. Very strange hookup. So yeah, nice 35. Kurwongbah is definitely coming up with the goods today, but all these fish have completely mangled my leader. So while they're still confidently biting, I think what I'm going to do, retie that leader, get some more sun lotion on because it's hot, 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 have a lot more to drink, and then catch some more fish. Okay, 2 new leaders tied. I'm going to try a different lure. So yeah, I'm going to give this guy a go. I picked it up on a random purchase in BCF. I've got no idea what it's actually called. I'll need to have a look at the packet when I get home. but I've been toying with the idea of giving it a go. So, in the interest of variety and to see if the gangbanger is the only lure that they'll take, let's give it a go. Now, it is pretty much, I guess, the same profile as the gangbanger. It's got less of a curve to it, it's more a profile, I suppose. And it's got like a mirror kind of effect, and strangely it's in gold. But yeah, I've been wanting to give it a try the last couple of sessions and never got around to it, so I figured let's chuck it on. And yeah, I instantly got a bite. You are kidding me. No bloody way. There you go, it's not just the gangbanger that'll do the bites, it's the mystery lure. If I find out what it is, I'll put it up on the screen somewhere, but that is excellent. There is nothing like trying out a new lure and getting a bite on the first cast. I mean, admittedly, the swim is pretty primed, I guess, in that I've been pulling fish out of it for the last couple of hours, but that is fantastic. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I quite often think, you know, when the fish back off, ring the changes, get someone else in front of their noses, and you never know. It's definitely worked on this occasion. Feels like a reasonable fish as well. Let's get that. Oh yeah, he's definitely pulling back. That's a donkey. That is an absolute donkey. Alright mate, alright. Alright. Oh, almost. In you come this time. Far out. Well, that is absolutely unreal. First cast with a new lure. I've had this in my tackle box for a year. Never got around to using it. Like I say, it's not a million miles different to a gangbanger. Slightly different profile. It's gold and it's got that fantastic kind of stripe on it that reflects. A couple of assist hooks at the top, and all I did was just replace the trebles on it. And for a first fish, look at that. Oh, far out. Oh man, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? He is 42 centimetres of prime bass caught on the new mystery lure. As I say, if I figure out what it's actually called, I might have to go back to BCF and pick up another one, because I bought that one and a silver one, but of course it's the gold that's done the business. But yeah, that's a fantastic fish. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, I guess time to find out if that is a complete and utter fluke or this lure really can catch fish. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. First chuck. I guess to a certain extent I was kind of hedging my bets though, in terms of profile, colour. It's yeah, it was definitely in line with what I know the fish in here seem to really like. It wasn't a fluke, it does catch fish. Oh, that's just pinging off weed. Sounds like another decent fish. Oh yeah, he's just picked up. I cannot believe these conditions after so many sessions in the wind up here. This is an absolute pleasure. Oh yeah. He'll do. He's not huge, but you'll do. In you come, lady. Nice. Can't help myself at the moment. The new lure has produced its second fish. We're back on the 35s again. Whoo! I tell you what, for a winter's day, it's pretty toasty. What time is it? It's coming up for 1 o'clock. I've filled my boots with fish. It took a while to get this swim cooking, but once it got kicking, yeah, that was a lot of fun. But not surprisingly, the bites definitely have begun to dry up. I think after so many decent fish, they've decided slightly to shut down. Interestingly, lost for wind. There is not a ripple on the water, and I know I've been saying that quite a few times throughout the course of a session, but it's strange. The moment that it's flat calm like this, the fish just seem to get really cagey and back off. Because since the wind dropped, I've had a couple of bites, and I've also had a couple of knocks and taps on the way down, but nothing like they were switched on when it was windy. So yeah, that's an interesting observation. Make of it what you will. I know in previous sessions I've been absolutely cursing the wind at Kurwongbah because it just spins you in circles down the lake, but since I've sorted out the anchor, it's made all the difference. It's too quiet. When it's quiet like this, the fish just go into hiding. It's really strange. They clearly like a bit of noise. I guess with the motor park here, that's what they're used to. But yes, not surprisingly, the bites have dried up. I'm having a few casts, but I think I'm going to call this session to a close. I've had a fantastic time. It took a little while to get this spot rocking, but once it started picking up, yeah, it was something else. I've had some fantastic fish. Been pretty lucky, I think. And yeah, fantastic to get a couple of fish on that new lure. As I say, it's been sat in my tackle box for a year at least, waiting to be used, and I just never ever got round to it. So yeah, once I figure out what it actually is, I'll put that in the description. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed it. It's been a really good session, just what I needed. And it's just absolutely beautiful out here. I can't tell you how nice it's been. It's just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Gotta love Lake Kurwongbah. I'm going to stop at a couple of spots on the way home because you never know. But yeah, I think that's it for this session. So yeah, like the video if you did, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one.